Right, well, here it is, the iPhone 16. So this is the base model or the vanilla model, if you like. Although, as you can see, there's nothing vanilla about this particular iPhone 16. It's an ultramarine, which is a very nice bright blue color that carries on right round to these aerospace grade aluminium rails as well. You've got the ceramic glass back, ceramic front. It's a pretty durable phone. Also comes in teal and pink and white and black, so there should be a colour to suit you. And you'll see here that there's been quite a change to the camera module on here as well. So we've gone away from that big square module, which was really, I think, just to sort of match it up with the Pro Series phones because they've got the extra sensor on there. So yeah, instead of having those two diagonal lenses, they've just got to put them one above the other, which means a much smaller module, which means the phone generally feels better balanced, lighter, less clumsy, which is lovely. Yeah, but the upgrades don't stop there. In fact, if you've been hanging on to an iPhone for 2, 3, 4 years, waiting for a compelling reason to upgrade, this might be the year. Apart from anything else, they've jumped straight from the A16 to the A18 processor. Yeah, they've missed out the A17 that was in the Pro Series phones last year. And now it's just like the Pros this year. It's got an A18. Their A18 chip is an A18 Pro chip. Because it's got an extra core in the GPU, I think, so it's slightly better graphics performance. But this is definitely a very, very whizzy phone. It runs about 30% faster than the iPhone 15. And because that chip is more efficient and you've got better cooling and all of that sort of stuff, you get better battery life out of the phone as well. You get about 2 hours extra battery life over last year's phone. And of course, that battery life is even better on the Plus model. That's the one with the bigger screen, of course. But no, the upgrades don't stop there. So let's have a look at this edge of the phone, and you'll see, yes, we've got the action button on these base model phones as well this year. So they were only on the Pro models last year. This is the one-touch shortcut button, if you like. So you can do things like fire off tools like your torch. So no more fiddling around on the screen to do that. You can just push that button and there's your torch straight away. Or perhaps launch your favorite app. Or you can dig down into the Shortcuts app and create a more complicated process. A series of actions that may even be dependent on your location or the time of day or which way around you're holding the phone. That'll be what fires off when you push that action button. Then, on the other side, this is the really exciting news. So yes, we've got our power button in the normal place, but have a look there. There's the camera control button that we had, that I showed you, quite a lot on the iPhone 16 Pro Max a week or two ago when I was reviewing that. Yeah, that same button is here on this base model iPhone, and it does pretty much all the same things. If I turn that around, and where's that button? Just got to find it. Doing it backwards. If we push that, you can see the camera opens straight away, and I'll do another one of these backwards shots here. There we go. There's a terrible picture of me. But yeah, so open the camera app, take a photo as quick as that. Hold it down and you start videoing straight away. And if I just start my screen recorder here, I can also do another little quick demo of exactly all the other operations that button does. So that little half push, and there's my zoom controls. That's my favorite trick, zooming in and out on me. Or a little double press, and we actually access the other camera controls. So there's your depth effects for fine-tune your bokeh effects. You can adjust your exposure manually, and there's your different camera lenses, your styles, and your tone that we talked about at length with the iPhone Pro Max. Like I say, a week or two ago. Speaking of those different lenses, so we've got the 48 megapixel fusion lens. So that works as your primary shooter, but it's also a 2x optical zoom as well, which is pretty cool for a base model phone to have that kind of zoom power. And then the ultra wide is not just an ultra wide; it also works as the macro as well. So really, you're sort of getting 4 lenses for the space of 2. Is that a way of saying that? I don't know if that's a way of saying that or not. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on with this phone, and that's just the physical features. Of course, we've got an iOS update to get to as well. Just before we do, let's talk about the accessories. So, of course, a new phone means a new case. I mean, this phone is quite different, so it's going to need a different case. And I'd recommend probably getting one of these official ones. I don't know if I'd recommend the yellow. I don't know why they sent me a yellow to go with a bright blue phone, but nobody understands that. Maybe they just had a massive stack of them that they didn't think they were going to be able to do anything else with. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The important thing to note is that it also has a camera control button on it. Okay, and that's the advantage of getting one of these sort of more official cases. So if we pop that in there, then that does all the same things. You can do the half press and the sliding up and down, all that sort of thing on there, because obviously that's a little bit technical. And so, yeah, it's good having the proper case that can do that for you. But yeah, if we turn that screen off, I can show you some of the iOS 18 features that I like the best, and it works in conjunction with the new macOS features. So yes, that's right. I'm talking about the screen mirroring, or the phone mirroring rather. So if I just bring up and connect the iPhone, that's as long as it takes, and it's right there ready to go. There's my home screen. And we can do things like you literally just navigate around just like you would if you were using the phone yourself. And if we go into the photos, you'll see there's that terrible photo of me, and I can copy that, and we can paste that into this folder, and look, there it is. It's appeared there straight away. And if we open it up, there's that brilliant picture of me for everybody to see in its full glory. And I think we should probably delete that pretty quickly, to be honest. But that's not the only thing. It's not just moving pictures and things around. So if we go back to the home screen, and if we go back to this part of it, and I bring up WhatsApp, because WhatsApp's one of those apps that you can really only seem to be able to have on one device at a time. But I got this message from DHL today saying that I was expecting a courier delivery, and I want to track that on my computer while I'm working, rather than having it tracking it on my phone. And so of course what we can do there is copy that text, and we can go to as you can see, this is one I prepared earlier. Let's just clear that away and pop that text in there. And you can and we can see we can just get that tracking number out of all that text. So I'll just scoop that out of there. Get rid of all the other text. Let's track it. And no surprises, because I accidentally showed you what was going to happen already. There we go. It's delivered. So I reckon I'm about to get an email from reception at work saying that they've got a parcel for me, because I now know that that's delivered and I did all that. So yeah, you can share that text across from your phone. And that's basically you get the full functionality of your phone. You get all the notifications and everything. You can control your phone, but yeah, you can actually move stuff backwards and forwards between your phone as well. They've really refined that whole phone sharing capability. So that's just one of the cool iOS features that I really like about iOS 18. Can't wait for Apple Intelligence. That'll probably be a whole other review sometime in December, when we're one of the first countries to get that. But until then, you can see that this is a pretty capable device. This base model iPhone 16, not that basic, and certainly not that vanilla.